So the Starlight and Shadow update is coming soon to the Stars Above mod. This video will showcase some of the amazing upcoming content, and big thanks to the creator for sharing these spoilers. First, we have Nalhaun, the Burnished King. This boss is intended to be fought after the Mechanical Trio, and will be significantly reworked in this update. In the current version, he's a stationary boss that requires the player to collect life force in order to survive. This is the current sprite for the boss, and here is the upcoming resprite. Such a big upgrade, and along with just visual changes, this will also be reflected in the gameplay. Since the Ars Lavatin Sellar Nova is unlocked through defeating this boss, it makes sense that the rework will probably include his sword into the attack pattern. As we can see from the preview, this is phase 1 of the Nalhaun Rework, in which he draws out his blade to cast various telegraph sword slashes across the screen. Contrast this with the current version, where Nalhaun unleashes his sword in phase 2. I also wonder if he will remain stationary in this rework, and what will happen with his life force mechanic. Next, we also have a rework to the current final boss of the mod, Tsukiyomi. Whereas no gameplay teasers have been released, we do have the art for the resprite, and instead of me explaining the new cutscene system, just let me show you first.
I can see there is no more point to holding back. Know that I have given you ample time for surrender.
This is a phase transition scene in which she will teleport the player from the Sky Arena into space. Cutscenes are something I don't think I've ever seen in modern Terraria yet, and compare this to other mods like Infernum that use boss titles, this is so much cooler. On top of boss reworks, it is also confirmed that a brand new boss is coming, Dioskouroi, the Twin Forces, so stay tuned for that video. In addition, updates to Stellar Novas are coming, which are special abilities that can be triggered when your Nova gauge is full. Here we have a spoiler showcasing a potential new Stellar Nova ability, which will also include new voice effects. And lastly, of course we have the weapons. Since my last Stars Above video, 5 new ones have been added, and you can pause the video for the full tooltips. New weapons include the Umbra, a melee sword that fires timeless blades while also granting the user death prevention. The Saltwater Scourge, a ranged weapon that cycles between a short slash and a shot from the gun. This weapon trades consistent DPS for huge burst damage, through barrels which can chain together and be exploded for massive damage. The Chrono Clock, a support summon that creates an exploding time bubble that also provides various buffs. The Kiss of Death, a ranged weapon that cycles between 3 modes. The Skyfish, which unleashes a minigun, the Thunderbird, which fires homing bombs that ignore terrain, and the Behemoth Typhoon, which swings a massive coffin. And the Adornment of the Chaotic God, that summons a magical hat that fires pretty random projectiles, where you can also right click to roll the dice for a positive or negative chaos. And on top of existing released weapons, according to the roadmap, we have some new weapons coming, such as the Nano Machina Reactor, the Levenstorm Axe, and the Origins Infinity, which haven't been teased yet. Of course, there'll be more in this update that will be a surprise. If you want to be notified when the update drops, make sure to subscribe for the video, and goodbye.